Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Dubois, and I have the pleasure of teaching sixth grade this year. If you're seeing this video, it means that you are either a student in my class or you are a parent or guardian of a student in my class. So, first of all, welcome. I'm going to introduce myself in this video, talk a little bit about what the year is going to look like, and it's going to have the same information as the letter that I sent with this as well. So let's jump right in. Students call me Miss Christine. It's a little bit easier than my last name, and a couple years ago, both my mom and my sister worked at the school, so there have been a lot of Miss Dubois at the school, and I think I'm the first Miss Christine. So I go by Miss Christine. This is my seventh year teaching, my fourth year at Aspen. The first 3 years I taught at a small charter school in Espanola called La Tierra Montessori. Um, this year is going to be great. It's going to be hard. It's going to present a lot of challenges that we haven't had to deal with before. Um, but I want you to know that I spent a good part of this summer getting ready for this year. So I've been recording videos and putting lessons online, and I feel ready to start. So I hope that helps reassure you. I have a plan, I know what to do, and we will work together to make sure that it's productive. That being said, I think this year it's going to be really important that we give each other a lot of grace. So things are not going to go perfectly. Even though I have a plan, it's going to be disrupted frequently. So let's practice giving each other grace in everything that we do. Reach out to me if you need anything. Email is a great way to communicate, and I will get back to you right away. So please let me know what's difficult, what you're struggling with, and what I can help with. I don't want anything this year to become a big problem, so let's work together. Okay, let's get into the first couple days of school. Um, the most important thing is that your student is able to join my Google Classroom. So I will have added them to my classroom, so they'll just have to go to classroom.google.com and click accept, and that will get them into my classroom. There's a video on my webpage that walks you through joining a Google Classroom and what it actually looks like. So be sure you watch that so that you have an idea. Um, School starts at 8:30 on Friday the 13th. So it's really important that your student is where he or she needs to be at 8:30 on Thursday the 13th. And where he or she needs to be is in a Google Meet, getting to know the classmates and getting to know me. So behind me, you can see the Aspen School Resources webpage. The link has been shared with you. There's a ton of really important information on this front page, but I'm going to show you my personal page. You can get to it by clicking Teachers and then finding my name under sixth grade. And I have a lot of information on this webpage that you'll find helpful at some point during this year. Well, hopefully you'll find it helpful. A little bit of an introduction, some contact information, office hours. What I want to look at right now is our weekly schedule. So this is subject to change. We're trying to figure out what works, but starting out, this is what our weekly schedule is going to look like. Thursday and Friday, the 13th and 14th, will be a little bit different. But starting the week of the 17th, this is what we're going to start with. From 8 to 8:30, I would really love for sixth graders to get in the habit of preparing for school. So that could include going for a quick walk, eating breakfast, getting dressed, taking a shower, making sure that you're up and ready by 8:15. And from 8:15 to 8:30, you should be silently reading, students, you should be silently reading at your computer, ready to start our meeting at 8:30. Every morning at 8:30, we'll have a Google Meet, and that's where we'll greet each other, say hello, talk about what's going to happen during the day, and then I can answer any questions that students have. Right after that meeting, there's a 5-minute break for students to go to their art Google Classroom and join their art meeting or their music or PE or library. So each class has a 5-minute break in between so that students can go to the bathroom or get a snack or do what they need to do so that they're prepared to start their next class. So after specials, There's a 15-minute break. Use that as you need. It would be great if you could get outside for a little bit. After your break, we're going to jump right into math. You will have math with me this year. We'll do some in-person instruction through Google Meet, and then I will work with small groups. Same thing for ELA, which stands for English Language Arts. And then we have 3 different classes in the afternoons. On Mondays, you'll have social studies with me. On Tuesday, you'll have science with Miss Coy. And on Thursday, you'll have writing with Miss Young. Fridays will be a rotation study hall, so that will be open Google Meets for each of your 3 teachers that you can drop into to see what we're working on if you have questions. Every day you get a 30-minute lunch, and then the rest of the afternoon is independent learning. So that's when you'll do things like finishing work that we assigned, or doing Reading Plus, or Imagine Math, or Reflex Math, anything that we are asking you to do independently on your own. That will also be a chance for you to meet with us in small groups or with other teachers you might have, so that they can give you the special services that you might get. After the independent learning from 2:45 to 3 o'clock, we'll have our closing meeting. And during that, we'll review how the day went, answer questions, and then talk a little bit about what tomorrow will look like. In both the good morning meeting and the closing meeting, we will take attendance to make sure that everybody's there and got what they needed for the day. So that's what the schedule looks like. It's on my website, as I showed you before, so please go back to it as you need reminders. The next important thing that I want to talk about is the materials pickup. So that will be a chance for your 6th grade teachers to give you math workbooks, reading workbooks, and then anything else that you need for the first couple weeks of classes. That's going to happen Monday, August 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. So it's really important that you're there to pick up those things, because we'll start using them as soon as everybody has them. So again, that's Monday, August 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. It'll also be a chance for you to meet me and meet Miss Young and Miss Coy, see what we look like, not on a webcam. And so please do your best to be there and let me know if that's just not possible for you. To start off the school year, the supplies that you need right away are pencils, colored pencils, notebooks, scissors, and glue. Please let me know if you need any of these things. I can get them to you on that Monday. I have plenty left over from previous years that I'm more than happy to give you if you need them for this year. Back to my web page, there's a little bit of information about the first couple weeks of school. There's this video where I will walk you through using Google Classroom. So it's probably good to take a peek at that if you're unfamiliar with Google Classroom. Once I have assignments in my classroom, they'll show up here on the schedule. So that will be a way for you to check to see what's due when. And then if you could kindly fill out one of these forms, I would really appreciate it. It's just to help me get to know your student a little bit better. So this is for parents to fill out. Students, you'll have time to fill out your own forms, so don't worry. They're a little bit lengthy, but the more information you can give me to start out, the better. There's an English version and a Spanish version. Please complete whichever is easiest for you. When you hover over it, it should ask if you want to open it in another window, and then you can expand it so that it's easier to see what's on there. So please fill that out. Also, please respond to the email that you accessed this video through. And if there's a better email address for you, please let me know. Email is going to be a crucial means of communication this year. So I really need to know that I'm reaching you at a good email. So please make sure I'm fine sending it to however many people it needs to be sent to. So if you want a copy and your husband or your wife or your grandma wants a copy, just let me know and I'll add you to my email list. Okay, that about does it. This year is going to be awesome. It's going to be tough, but we are going to do it. I have heard the most amazing things about this year's sixth grade students. It breaks my heart a little bit that I can't meet them in person yet. Hopefully, I'll be able to, but your fourth and fifth grade teachers love you guys. So I can't wait to start this year with you. Okay, reach out to me if you have questions or concerns, and I will get back to you. And I will see you on Thursday morning at 8:30.